Alright, welcome to the episode, guys. Today we're talking towing mirrors. So we've been cruising around Australia now for about 18 months and we've used our towing mirrors pretty much every day because we tow our van most of the time. Now with towing mirrors, there's a definite legality in needing them. If you're towing a caravan or a car trailer or something like that and you can't see around the outsides, you definitely need to have towing mirrors. Just make sure to check your local states' rules and regulations because some states may differ, but pretty much it's a safety item and I wouldn't go without towing mirrors. So there's many different types of towing mirrors you can get. We've opted for the Clearview ones. Now we've had these on for about 18 months to 2 years. You can get many different brands. You can get ones that clip on, you can get direct replacement ones like this. But today we're just going to go through a bit of a review of our Clearview ones and we're actually now changing to MSA towing mirrors. So we'll go through a bit of a run through on the differences between the Clearviews and the differences between the MSA towing mirrors. Alright, just putting out there as well, we're not sponsored or affiliated with any of these companies. We're just doing an honest review. We've had these for 2 years and it's time to change. We'll go through some of the things of reasons why we're changing and also just obviously to check the new MSA ones and see what things are good on them and what things might need improving. So let's get to it. We'll get these old ones off and then we'll stick the new ones on. Before we rip them off, we'll just do some measurements and see the difference between how far out they go and how cumbersome and how in the way they are when not in use. So let's get the tape measure out and we'll just do some measurements. Alright, so I'm just going to measure this from the window to the outside and then we'll do it from the extended position and also the tucked away position. So normal driving, they're at 40 centimeters and these ones are easy to pull out and that's our max extension. We've now gone up to 50 centimeters, so we've gained an extra 100 mil just by pulling them out. Now, when you're going traveling down dirt tracks through bush and scrubs and things like that, obviously these stick out a fair way, so it's good, always good to push them back in, get them nice and tight. So now we're only at 20 centimeters, so we've pretty much halved the distance out just by tucking them in. Now, I'll tell you this for experience, is that we often forget to tuck them in, and when we're driving through scrub, we've hit a few trees in the past. I'll actually show you the other side. We've actually smashed the glass. It's actually come in that hard that it's even hit the door. So always a good measure to tuck these in when you're driving down some scrubs and through bushes and things like that. We've actually got some damage on here that I'll do a bit of a close-up and have a look. Alright, so as you can see with these mirrors, we've got dual mirrors. So we've got our little fisheye mirror down the bottom, which is just manually adjusted, and then this top big mirror is adjusted from inside the cab using the switches. This also has an indicator on the side, and as you can see, I've smashed this nice little ding there. Now that was through not pushing these away. Another thing you can see, which is a bit annoying with these, is after 2 years, oh hello, after 2 years, all the paint's starting to peel off here. Oh, there you go, you can see the chunks just coming off. Now it's like a powder coat, I think, or just a painted surface by the look of it. That's pretty ordinary that that's come off after 2 years of being on the road. We haven't used any harsh chemicals or anything like that. It's just probably, if anything, salt from the beach and things like that, but yeah, pretty ordinary. Alright, so around here on the other side, driver's side, and you can see this is where we've damaged the glass here. It's actually smashed into the door. I don't know if you can see there's a tiny little ding there, but that's purely from not having them tucked in while we're driving down track. So obviously no fault of Clearviews, but they are obviously quite large and sit out a fair way. And as you can see again here, paint's coming off. And yeah, a little bit of rust. It seems like rust, like bubbles underneath, or whether it's just the paint peeling, but not good. Only 2 years old. Alright, so we're inside the car now. We'll start to remove the door trims. So pretty much just have to pull these door trims off and little panels here. Most things just click in and pop out just with little clips. There's a few screws. There's one in behind here, one in the door there, and the rest just pops out with clips. So I've actually done an install video on the Clearviews, so if you look back in the library you'll see the install of that. Bear with us, that was 2 years ago, so apologies for the poor quality, but anyway, we'll get these old ones off and chuck the MSA ones on. Bit of a tip there, if it's not feeling like it's coming off, don't force it. Forgot to screw up the top there, so get that one out and then it's good to come off. old one's out. So you'll already notice a fairly decent physical size comparison there, size difference between the MSA and the Clearview at the back. Now the MSA one is just one big single mirror, whereas obviously the Clearview is split over two. So already you can see definite smaller. We'll just install them and do some more measurements. Alright, so we've got the new ones in, just these three 10mm nuts we had to tighten up. And we've got the new adapter loom here, which pretty much just clicks in to the factory wiring plug. There we go, we're good to go. Alright, so we've got the new MSA mirrors on now. We'll get our trusty tape measure and just see what the difference is. So this one is 26 centimeters from the window. And I think the other one was 30 from memory. And now this has got a twin stage fold out. So the top mirror can either fold like that, and there we will have 375mm, and then we can do one more extension, nice and solid, and now that is 450mm, so 45 centimeters. So they come out a fair way, and then obviously you can just have different amounts of extension. We're looking at 35 centimeters. And once again back in. Now we'll try the tuck in method and see how much clearance we've got there. So it goes in a fair way. And we're looking at 20 centimeters. So 20 centimeters fully tucked in. And you'll notice that it doesn't actually impact on the body line. Whereas the old Clearviews hang down, and that's what was hitting on the door. So this should be not too bad, nice and compact. We'll fit the other side, and I'll jump in, I'll have a look and see what it looks like actually looking at the mirrors. Alright, so when we're sitting in the car and we're looking at our rear view mirrors, there are a few contentious issues with the Clearview that I've actually talked to a few people about. Now one of them is the fact that it's a split mirror, so it has the big mirror on the top and then it's got the fisheye mirror down the bottom. Now a few of the issues that people run into is trying to negotiate where things are, so the depth perception is a lot skewed, I think, between the top and bottom. So it takes a lot of getting used to when you're reversing. Now I've had these, as I say, for about 2 years on the car, so I'm used to how they work. But a lot of people, when they first get these, the split ones, have a fair few issues, you know, like judging the distance and things like that, and they're looking in both sides at the same time and things aren't looking right. So up to each person and individual tastes, but I think the difference will be with these MSAs is that they're a one piece mirror. So it's pretty much just a rear view mirror, that's it, and it can go out further. So it'll be interesting to see towing and reversing how the difference is and how the visibility is. So we'll have a look. We're just going to get this second mirror fitted now, and then we'll go and get the caravan and we'll hook it on and we'll see what the visibility is like. So as you can see, there's already a bit of difference between the bottom and the top when it comes to looking backwards. Now obviously this is a bit smashed up, so I've had to deal with that myself, but anyway, you can definitely see the difference between the mirrors there and how it could get quite confusing when you're looking in the back. Alright, so as you can see already there, quite a difference in size, and the mirror doesn't distort or anything like that when you go, because obviously she has only one big mirror. So with that in mind, let's go. So as you can see from behind the van here, you can just sort of see the mirror there, which is really what you want. So if they're wound all the way in, you won't be able to see down this part of the van, which is not what you want. same on that side, you can just see the mirror there, so perfect.